Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown, Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin. Week 4, Coaches and Players Show. We're here with Mr. Damari Poole. Damari, how are you, man?
Man, I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, not too bad. So I know I've already said your name, but for the ones that don't know, go ahead and introduce yourself, what number and positions you play.
I'm Damari Poole, guys, and I'm number 14, and I play fullback and D-tackle.
Nice. So what's it like playing fullback?
I love it.
Love it, yeah?
Get to hit some heads.
Yeah. So going into your senior year, did you know you was going to be playing some fullback, or did coaches just kind of last minute, hey, we're going to try this, man?
I mean, they teased it a little bit, but
Yeah.
finally got it.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's fun watching you at fullback. It's pretty sweet.
I appreciate that.
So a couple weeks ago, y'all played Paris, and y'all jump out 35-0. Defensively, y'all had them -1 yard of offense at the first half, and y'all had 357, I think. Yeah, yards, 60-something in the air, 67 through the air, and 290 on the ground. What kind of led to all that, Damari, as far as the defensive standing there?
I mean, effort. We got some dogs out there.
Yeah.
You know, Seth being the head of our defense right now.
Right.
I don't know. I think we play pretty physical and play fast. So.
Right. Yeah, I like that. They had a real hard time moving the ball, and then offensively, I mean, y'all just kind of really just did whatever you wanted. Jace was, sitting out, resting a little bit, and had Niedert there at starting quarterback. Is it different having a different guy in there at quarterback for you?
I mean, it could be a little bit different depending on the handoff.
Right.
You get used to it. You adjust quick.
Right. And, Nieder did pretty good. Offensively, y'all did pretty good. I think you had 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns.
2 or 3, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Not really sure.
So what's your favorite position, the D-line or fullback?
D-line.
D-line?
Easily.
Yeah, yeah.
I love me some defense.
Right. Just because you get to hit some people, right?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that the best part?
Yeah.
Now, the coaches just told us, Coach Crowley and then Coach Shadowball comes in, he's like, dude, I've seen the hardest hit I've seen in his 8 years of coaching. And he said you just lit up poor old Reno out there.
I did. I felt bad after, not going to lie, but football.
I mean, that's part of it. What do you got going through your mind, dude, when you're out there? You just looking kind of for blood, so to speak? You just seeing who you can hit?
Just get mad and go play.
Right.
I mean, that's all I really do.
Yeah. Is it hard for you to maybe turn that switch on and off, going from the classroom to the field, or as soon as you put those pads on, man, that it's there?
As soon as I get over here,
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Nice.
I don't know.
I like it, dude. I like it. So y'all wore the old gold, or the gold jerseys, I guess, last or 2 weeks ago. What'd you think about that? I know several people in the community saw those and was like, hey, that's pretty sweet.
Those things are slick.
Yeah.
I love those things.
Those are pretty neat. Did y'all know those were coming? Or, I mean, I saw you got to preview it last spring or whenever. But
I mean, we didn't know they were coming, and then they had me do that preview thing, and I was like, I like this.
Yeah, those are pretty lit. So
I like them.
Can we see them maybe some other point this year, maybe, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to see
Nice.
them.
So it's homecoming week this week. We've played a couple years here now during homecoming week. What's homecoming week like? Is it pretty chaotic, fun? You dress up? What's it like?
I'd say it's chaotic, but
Yeah.
I don't really pay too much attention. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. That's all right.
I'd say it's chaotic, though.
Yeah, yeah. So with it being homecoming, you got Cedarville coming to town. What can we expect from Cedarville? And then is there anything maybe y'all are trying to do a little bit different to kind of offset what they do, or just kind of go right at them?
Yeah, we're going to shut them down.
Yeah, I like that. Couple more questions here, Damari, and we'll get you out of here. What do you like about football? I think I know the answer to this, but
Defense.
Defense.
I mean, you get to hit people.
yeah.
I don't know. Get to use your aggression, I guess, if you got
Right.
some. So.
Another question is, second half y'all come out at Paris, and if I'm not mistaken, you guys really, y'all just kind of stayed back and back up second string and stuff. Saw some time on the field. What's that like for you? You just kind of back there sitting and watching, or maybe a time to help, teach some of the younger guys? Or
I mean, I enjoy it. You get to watch some of the kids out there grow, and
Right.
as a senior now, I kind of just like looking down on them, making
Yeah.
sure they're growing how they should.
Right. And then 2 more questions, then we'll get you out. Who's maybe a younger guy that, some people may not know yet that they need to keep their eyes out maybe for this season or the rest of the year? Put you on the spot there.
That's tough. Shoot, I don't know. Like, I mean, I would say Seth, but shoot, he let the town know who he is.
Right,
so.
yeah.
Neater, I guess.
Neater?
Watch out for Neater.
Yeah. He's pretty good. He's quick. He's a quick guy.
Mhm.
He may not be fast. I mean, I know he's fast, but there's a difference in quickness and
Yeah, there's a difference.
And then the very last question, we'll get you out of here tomorrow. I know it's film night and everything.
Oh, that's all good.
So, what's one thing you would leave with younger kids that want to be a Bearcat someday?
Y'all got me with that question last time. I don't really know. Just play with heart. I guess.
Play with heart?
Play
Yeah.
with heart. Play with a passion.
Yeah.
Endless passion.
I like that. Well, I guess that's really about all we got for you tomorrow, unless you want to throw something else out there.
Yeah, y'all got me nervous. I mean,
Yeah. I'll get you out of here with this one. What is Damari's goal this year? I know last year you said you want to be All-State. I think you got All-Conference last year. I think you can achieve All-State. What would be better, All-State offense or defense? I mean, either way you get All-State, but
defense. Same
Defense.
goal as last year.
Yeah.
Defense. I gotta get it.
right?
I'm itching for it.
Yeah. And then after high school, senior year, you plan on maybe playing at the next level or?
It's been a thought on my mind
Yeah.
for recently. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm going to though.
Right.
I think I'm gonna go try.
Worth a shot and just kind of see how it goes. I like it, man. I think if you put your mind to it, I ain't saying it because you're in front of me, but if you keep your mind right on that, I think you can do it, man.
I appreciate that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Damari Poole, sir, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, week 4 Coach's Show. Coach Crowley, sir, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Just trying to get through the day.
Right, yeah. So we'll jump into, I almost said last week, but 2 weeks ago y'all played Paris and kind of a old rivalry, with what's that like kind of renewing that rivalry? Some people, talk to some people in the community and they love seeing that. People
Yeah.
message me, like seeing that rivalry, and I think it's, kind of good for both communities kind of, get back into that. So.
Yeah, traditionally it's been pretty hard for us to find non-conference opponents, unless they're bigger schools or someone that's going to face the flex bone and see that style of play. So Coach Weaver called back in the early spring of or right after football season. And we got everything worked out, and it's good. A lot of the old guys were excited to see that happen, and that game means a lot to guys in the 70s and 80s, I guess, more so than the 2000s, and so with Ozark and Charleston and stuff like that. But there's a good crowd over there that Friday night. It was a big gate for them, and lots of people came out to watch, and played good, and a lot of guys, everybody got to play, and took care of business and did what we needed to do.
Halftime y'all had 357 yards, 67 of that through the air on 2 passes.
Yeah.
And that was with Needard in there and letting Jace rest just a little bit. Is it any different for y'all, maybe scheme-wise, changing quarterbacks out, maybe, just resting Washburn or anything?
Yeah, not really. Rhett does a really, really good job, He's just, kind of him and Jace are really good at running the offense. They're both probably our best 2 leaders, as far as, just how they go about things and do things. And, we didn't feel like we had to eliminate anything from the game plan or do anything different. Just let him do what he does. And, he runs the option really well. He reads it well, and the kids love him. And, he's just a natural-born leader, him and Jace both. And when you got that in 2 guys that, play quarterback for you, that's always something you don't want to take for granted, because you don't always have that, and we're very fortunate to have 2 that can lead us and do what we need to do.
Yeah, pretty neat. That, like you said, you got two guys like that, and just really offense. You didn't miss a beat. I mean, just went out. I think Lentz had around 97 yards, and Todd he had 89, and then you had Damari and Warren, Hunter Warren changing out in out fullback, and those guys did awesome as well.
Yeah.
It's just I'm just it's just always nice. I say it's always nice. Last couple of years, we had the two-headed horseman, so to speak.
Sure.
I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, there's other guys,
Right.
but everyone knew, who was getting it.
Right. It's nice having we may not get a 1,000-yard rusher and still have still be as productive as we've been in the
Right.
past. Just it's going to be more spread out, and that's a really good. I mean, Dromer had a couple good carries, and it's just having the depth there where you can rotate guys in and out. And Hunter's finally healthy and has been practicing really well, like the guy that we knew we had.
Right.
And he's just been slowed with a little knee and ankle injury, but I think he's back to close to 100%. So, we'll still use that rotation with him and Damari at fullback, and then that kind of three-man rotation with Dromer, Lentz, and Todd at halfback, and Rhett when he's not playing quarterback. So
Right.
we got some guys, man, that I feel like, we may not have a guy that carries it 15 times a game. Probably going to be more like 7 here, 8 there, 9
Right.
here, So I think that makes us a little more dangerous, honestly,
Yeah.
keying in on one guy or two guys, and you got to defend, 4 different options. So
Yeah, definitely so. And each guy brings their own different thing to the table.
Yeah.
And, Coach Hadaball, he come in here and talked with us just for a second or two, and you did too, and talking about probably one of the hardest hits y'all have seen in
Yeah.
a while. Damari, just laid the boom.
Yeah, man, had to cut practice short about 10 minutes. Feel like somebody's going to die out there today.
Yeah.
It was really physical practice, which is something, last week we only practiced twice on the field, trying to get everybody healthy and give them some time off. And,
Yeah.
just away from the game. Hopefully it's another 14, 15-week season. So
Right.
want to take advantage of that when you can. But they were wild animals out there today,
Yeah.
man. It was good to see, but we got a couple guys banged up after today, so we'll have to kind of tone that back a little bit going into tomorrow.
Right. So it's homecoming week.
Mhm.
Do you guys, as the coaches, y'all dress up like the kids do, or y'all just kind of like, nah, we'll just let them have
No,
it?
man, it's pajama day today. They asked me where my pajamas were. I said, this is my lounge around wear.
Right,
I don't dress up. My wife tries to get me to, but I don't like that kind of stuff. So
Right.
yeah, none of the other coaches do either. So I guess we're, not very. I don't know what you said. We just like to dress up like we do and go about business, I
Right.
guess.
Hey, that's fine. There ain't a thing wrong with that. I asked Damari about the gold jerseys y'all recently got, and how he got to preview it in the spring, and he said, man, he just loved those things.
Yeah.
And, how'd that come about? Just kind of like, hey, let's just go ahead.
Yeah, we had we'd been talking for a while, but listening to a lot of people talk about the gold,
Yeah.
which it hadn't been an actual gold in a long
No.
time. It's kind of been some yellow, not old gold, and we finally found some. It's
Yeah.
hard to find, and we had Judy Magruder asked. She kind of stepped up and donated the money for us to buy new uniforms, and we were very grateful for that, and we got it done, and the kids love them. I think a lot of the fans love them, and it just gives us another different uniform option and something cool to have. Bring
Right.
back the old gold. That's what everybody thinks about, purple and old gold. So
Yeah.
it's good to have.
So, Damari said, he plans on wearing it. You kind of let the guys choose uniforms or y'all just kind of go
Well,
week
we
by
thought
week?
we could go into it, where we wore it on the road, and it would be an alternative away jersey. And Paris, the AAA come out, and it's got to be a worn at home, but we got it approved through them, and Paris didn't have a problem with it, so
Right.
we wore it on the road. But I guess when we wear it from now on, it'll be here at home, so kind of special occasions, I guess you could say,
Right.
because they still like the old purple ones too. So
Yeah.
we'll just try to mix and match it when we can, and go about it like that.
So you got Cedarville this week.
Mhm.
What's some things we can expect from Cedarville?
You know, man, I think like we've been telling the kids, we just want to kind of focus, you know, on us and getting better and not worrying about who we're playing really.
Right.
And today, I felt like we did that. We got a lot better in practice today, and um, you know, just seeing kids fly around, do what they're coached to do, and regardless of who the opponent is, play gap sound defense, fly the football, you know, take care of the ball, things like that. Just uh, do what we need to do to get better, and I think we're doing that.
Well, that's always good. So what can we really expect from you guys? Just kind of come out and do your same thing you've been doing and just kind of truck
Yeah, I
along?
think so. We want to try to just we're getting J.J. Redmond back up front, and which we've really, you know, missed him. We've tried to piece together, you know, working some different people up front, but J.J. brings, you know, 15 starts back,
Yeah.
and that's huge. And he's he's smart, man. He really understands it and does a really good job with the technique, and just getting him in there and getting our offensive line like we thought we would have it coming into it, and getting those guys as many reps as we can, and feeling more comfortable there, because I really like those guys we have up front, and working that combination with those five guys I think will be something we want to get as many reps as we can this Friday night with those guys in there.
Right. So jumping back to the Paris game, second half, your backup second string, third string guys, they played all that second half, and
Mhm.
what do you think about their performance? Learning curve, learning for them, because a lot of them, that was kind of really their first high school action.
Yeah, defensively I thought they did really well. They of course they go against, you know, some really good guys out here in practice, so
Right.
defensively I felt like they flew around, tackled well, did everything they needed to. Offensively, we didn't execute very good. We put the ball on the ground a few times from the center quarterback exchange, and those are things we've fixed. You know, you
Right.
always want to show those guys and focus, because you know they're your future,
Yeah.
and work on that and fix those things in practice. And I think we got that done on the offensive side. But defensively, I was really proud of all of them getting in there and, you know, holding them to, you know, one score coming
Yeah.
off the safety. So,
Right.
but they did a good job.
Yeah. We was up there on top of the box, and I think only 38 yards is what they had for the whole game.
Yeah.
-1 at halftime. So your second string, third string guys, like you said, they did a phenomenal job. And they had their first string offense out there for one or two series or
Yeah.
more, I think. And but very impressed, like you said, with the those guys
Yeah,
out
those
there.
guys work just as hard as anybody else out here, you know, and to see them get out there and get to play and enjoy it and what they work for, you know, get to really get out there and have that pay off for them, you know,
Yeah.
that's good to see. So it was fun to get those guys out there.
So a couple more questions, then we'll get you out of here, Coach. Do you have like a pregame meal, or you just kind of?
Man, I don't eat. I wait till after about midnight probably, but
Yeah.
no, I don't eat. Coach Hadaball, he eats enough for everybody in there. So, no, I'm playing. I don't eat. I get too, you know, nervous or whatever
Yeah.
it may be. I just kind of hang out in the office. We watch some old games. We do, you know, watch the kids play some Madden in there in the lounge and stuff like that. And they found old tapes, VCR tapes in the cabinets the other day, so we broke out a bunch of those and watched them. They didn't know how to work a VCR, so we had to show them how to do that. But it was fun. We watched a lot of old '99 games
Yeah.
and 2000, and it was fun. They got to see some guys they never got to see play, but have always heard about. And,
Right.
it's cool to keep that kind of going. You know, they've been in
Yeah.
there going through them like crazy, so it's pretty neat to see.
That's always nice, kind of like you said, they see guys and names, they know who they are and they've heard about them, and then get to actually see it.
Yeah.
And, that's always
Sure.
awesome to see.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever play them in Madden?
I don't. I'm not a gamer, I guess you could say. I just get mad and break things. Hadaball's pretty good, I guess. Kimes, he's like me. He just gets mad and wants to throw things. And
Yeah.
Coach Hadaball, Coach Simpson, are pretty good. Yeah, they'll play them. Not me though. I'll watch and
Yeah.
I'll give them a hard time, but I don't.
Right.
I don't like playing. I get too mad.
Oh, I guess one more question, Coach. Two more questions, maybe. What would you say to maybe a young kid that wants to be maybe in your shoes someday. What's that like, and what advice would you give them?
Don't do it.
No.
No, no, I've said that before. It gets more and more difficult, you know, with the way society is today, for kids to want to work as hard as we work, and we're blessed with a tradition around here that it comes from Little League up, where kids know it's going to be a certain way, and luckily we're at a place like that. I couldn't imagine being at a place that, you know, just people going crazy about football, you know, always supporting, giving everything they can to help out and do things, and you know, really blessed to be here and do this. You know, if somebody wants to get into coaching, they're usually not very smart. No, I'm playing. They need to get. I told them go make some money. Go do something where you can make some money and have fun, and enjoy your time. You know, but it's fun, man. I love what I do. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I love being around these kids, and keeps you, you know, young, I guess you could say, but makes you more gray in the hair, and you got to worry about them all the time. But you know, it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't want to do anything else than what I do right here.
And then I know we always end with this, you know, giving the younger kids advice if they want to be a Bearcat someday. But you know, what's something maybe they can start doing now that prepares them for the future?
Yeah, I can. I think the biggest thing is I love seeing the little kids out at the games, you know, and finding someone to watch and root for, and you know, just being a part of it. You know, it's one of the coolest things I can remember when I was here as a young person, coming to games and watching, and just in awe of, you know, I just always think, my goodness, you know, that's one of the coolest things ever, when the cannon goes off and when everybody runs through into the victory line, and hearing Mr. George yell and scream. You know, if I was a young kid, I'd just get out here and watch and have fun and enjoy it, because it's a very, very special place.
Yeah, definitely so. And I guess we'll end it on that. I mean, there's no better way to end that, really, Coach. Unless you got anything else you want to add.
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad you guys are here.
Hey, we appreciate it. We enjoy doing this and getting to ask you a couple questions, get these kids, kind of get their face out here, you know, and get them maybe a little experience with the media. And
yeah, they need it.
Some of them. Some of them's good, and some of them a little nervous about it. But
I'll have to get you Rhett next week. Rhett's he's a talker.
Yeah,
he's good. He got a future in something behind the camera one day if he wants it.
Right. Hey, that's good. Maybe we'll get Rhett on here and stuff. But Coach, that's about all we got for you.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys.